Good day, Amherstburg. It's myself, Laura D'Alessandro.
And it's Ron Giofu from the Rivertown Times, back on the airwaves of 107.9 FM, CKBG The Berg, for the Rivertown Times Week in Review.
15 days till Christmas. Are you ready, Ron?
Not at all.
Why am I not surprised?
It just seems to sneak up on me every year. It's like it's December 25th every year, but...
You just seem to...
Yeah, it just...
Can't get there.
No.
Well, it's officially Christmas in the studio because I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. So be sure to check out online. And you're wearing a relatively clean and new shirt.
Yeah, I got a nice gray sweatshirt on, so...
Real festive.
Exactly, yeah. Well, given like we like to talk about the weather on this show, it's kind of grayish outside.
Yeah, no buses today. Lots of, I'm sure, happy kids and frustrated parents. But I think it was for the best. I don't think the roads were too great this morning when the buses were supposed to take the roads. So hope everybody's staying safe. And a lot of accidents. It's not in the paper, but we've had quite a few, eh?
Yeah,
a real bad one yesterday.
There was one out by Alma on the 5th. I know a couple vehicles involved in that one reportedly, and yeah, Alma turns very slick. That's one of the roads. I mean, they all do, I suppose, but
yeah, Alma seems to be.
Yeah, that's kind of the hot spot for crashes
why.
For some reason. So
thankfully, it's not on our way to work.
Yeah, exactly. I got a whole 2-block commute from my home to the office, so I made it in safely this morning at least.
And hopefully everybody else did too. All right. Well, Ron, you survived another year, another budget deliberation, and this has got to be one of the shortest ones on record.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, usually it usually goes all day Tuesday, and we're debating whether we go back on Wednesday. And I'm listening through them as they're going through the operational budget on Monday night. And they pretty much got through all of that, and which was kind of amazing. And yeah, they ended up finishing up. I watched it on the live stream Tuesday morning because I have to be in the office, as you know, to help get the paper to press. And they wrapped it up by noon. And it's about 2.86. They stayed pretty much where they were when they started out at. There were no major cuts to this year's budget. In fact, the first thing they cut was pretty much the only thing they cut. They shaved about $1,000 off the council and training expenses and conference expenses. And because Mayor Prue and Deputy Mayor Gibb dip into their county funds, and they have access to what they have access to at the county level, and so they shaved about $1,000 off there. And other than that, there was just a lot of moving stuff around. They put $100,000 in. Pardon me, it's $100,000 for a study on the Amherstburg Library and what needs to be done and what needs to be repaired and what order they should go in. That was a bit of a controversial issue on Tuesday morning. That made it into the paper. Just like I say, we're fighting the deadline here. So that got into the paper. So they're going to move that around and take $100,000 out that they were looking at for a generator. They're going to take out about $450,000, I think it was, for a couple of amenities that had been planned for the Libro Center. And that coupled with some AODA funding they're getting, they're going to put all that into Centennial Park. They had about a little over $500,000, I think it was last year, left over. And so when you combine that money from last year with the new money this year, plus the additional funding that they're getting, it's right now they have slightly over $1 million in the bank to do projects out at Centennial Park. What they look like, they're going to get a report back and find out how much money that can go towards, what projects that money can go towards, I should say. That could be tennis courts, basketball courts, a trail system, new parking lot. So we'll see what they come back with. But sounds like they do plan on doing some things out at Centennial Park this year and actually turn that once mighty jewel back into something nice once again. It's kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit in recent years. But they're looking to spruce it back up and get some amenities back in there for the general public to enjoy. Obviously, H. Murray Smith Centennial Park is right in the center of town, and or at least the center of the urban part of the town, and looks like they're going to do some things there. And do
they have an obligation to the high school? I thought I had heard Diane say that there was some type of obligation they had to the high school to make it better.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they're, if they have to legally do anything, but yeah, like there's
a promise kind of.
Yeah, there's nothing really there. Like, there's like that roughed in
half a track.
Yeah, and the high school's got that sports field, and that you have to cover a game on it. But I think there might be room for a track around there at some point if somebody were to fundraise for one. But so don't hold your breath for that, at least not in the immediate term. Anyway, Centennial Park's going to get some work done this year, it looks like, and they kept community grants roughly at the status quo. I guess that's good news from a tax perspective. Not so good news if you're one of these groups that had applied. Most will not get with their full amount that they're going to get, that they asked for. They're going to get close. It was proportionally reduced, meaning they had a bunch shaved off to.
Because the cemetery asked for money.
The cemetery at Christ Anglican
money.
Church is getting $1,000. They already committed $2,000 to Second Amherstburg Scouting, and then they're going to. I know the mission's been chopped down a bit. They asked for $20,000. I think they're getting like about 18 something, and I mean the breakdown's in the paper. So
the Briars would have asked for money, but they didn't receive anything.
No, they basically, if you got money last year, you're going to get money this year, kind of thing. And so unfortunately for Briarswood, they didn't get anything this year, and the bulk of everyone else got their asking amounts, their requested amounts shaved down, and they're going to stay within the same dollar figure that they committed to last year.
The meeting on Monday night started with 4 delegations. I know you report on that in the paper. Maybe you want to hit on a couple of them real quick here before we move on.
There was just some wondering about investment strategy was kind of a topic of one of the delegations, and the ability to look after the town assets and investing in town assets was kind of a topic of another one. Bike lanes was a topic of one of the delegations. A local gentleman was hoping to see a few more bike lanes in Amherstburg, and there was also talk of getting a balanced budget and staying competitive in the marketplace. And so we have all of that in part of a gigantic budget story. It took me most of Monday night to write it, and then I added to it on Tuesday morning with as much as I could. Obviously, there's more to come because Tuesday morning you gotta get the story written on the page, proofread, and then make the PDF and send it off to press, all by roughly 12 noon. So some stuff we didn't delve into in very much depth this week, but we're always got next week. And then we're going to get some stuff online as well. So more to come on the budget, but overall it's a 2.86% tax increase, or about $85 on a home assessed at $250,000.
Another story in the paper, the County of Essex has approved their 2026 budget as well.
Yeah, it's about 2.25, I believe. That's the tax rate increase. They had about a 6-hour meeting last Wednesday night in Essex, and we have the story on page 5 of this week's Rivertown Times, so make sure you check that out in full. And again, it's also on our website at www.rivertowntimes.com.
On the front page of the paper this week is Christmas at the Museum was held last Sunday afternoon at the Amherstburg Freedom Museum, and that's always a Christmas tradition, Typically it was held at night, but this one was in the afternoon.
Yeah, the last few years they shifted to having afternoon performances. They shifted it from the evening. There was, I always thought a certain charm in the evening, but
it was very holiday feel.
Yeah, it was, but it's also has proved to be very nice during the day as well. So the Tanner Price Singers were there. The music ministry of another one of the local churches were there, and so make sure you check that out. I believe it was New Life Fellowship. I want to say, I don't have it in front of me, but at any rate, full details on page 1 of this week's issue of the RTT. Apologize if I got any names of the singers incorrectly. But again, I don't have it in front of me. But we have one thing that is for sure, that it was a great event, and the Amherstburg Freedom Museum is wrapping up their 50th anniversary year, and they've done a lot of great things in 2025, and hopefully the community keeps supporting them in 2026 and beyond.
Santa and his elves stopped by the AMA Sportsmen Association over the weekend, and they had a little bit of help from the Wismere Clydesdales. Yeah,
the Wismere family helped out, and their Clydesdales brought Santa and his elves into the club, and a lot of kids enjoyed everything and got a gift, a hot dog, chips, and had a lot of fun. And so great job by the AMA Sportsmen's Association. It was a great day for it. It wasn't overly cold. At least I didn't find it overly cold.
But it snowed and it was pretty.
Yeah. A nice little snowfall. Nothing to make the roads overly messy, but just enough to, like you say, make it pretty and make it festive out there as Santa came into the club for the annual Christmas party.
The pictures are great, too. Very like a Christmas card.
Yeah, it turned out well. It was actually, sometimes you need Mother Nature's help with stuff like that because you can't make it snow, but it did on Sunday, and it was great to see.
2 of our local high schools have held their grade 8 open houses. North Star held theirs last Wednesday night, and Villanova held theirs on Monday. And I hear reports from both that they were very well attended and a lot of information given out. So
yeah, it's typically a way to get out there and for the schools to show what they have to offer and put their best foot forward and convince local students to either come to the school, or if they are already coming to the school, okay, this is what you have to expect. This is what we have to offer, and they can find their ways around the buildings and kind of get a look at the programming that each school has. And I know your son Luca was out there at North Stars, and
Volunteering, yes.
and your other son Bub was at it was his grade 8 night. He's in grade 8, and he's at Villanova.
He was, and I guess it was very, very full and very, very hot. But he learned a lot. So exciting times ahead of the D'Alessandro household.
Exactly.
Speaking of schools, though, Amherstburg Public School is aiming to gather 10,000 pairs of shoes this year. They've collected over 2,000 so far, and they're looking for the community to step up to help them achieve their goal.
It's all part of the Souls for Souls project, and they're taking any kind of shoes. So it's a way to give back to the community, and it doesn't really cost you anything. It's just you want to
New or used, gently used. Or
I'm sure they'll take. It sounds like pretty much anything because they'll repurpose a lot of the shoes. And if you don't have a way to get to the school itself, there's a drop-off box out at the Libro Center here in Amherstburg. You can get rid of your old shoes and
not you.
No,
those shoes go in the trash.
Yeah, my shoes have been kind of.
Your soul has a hole in it.
It does, yeah. Like it's a Three Stooges sketch over here, like Curly with holes in his shoes, and so. Anyways, yeah. So
where are the shoes going? Sorry.
They're going out to help various people in need, and if they do raise 10,000 pairs of shoes, Amherstburg Public will get 100 pairs, thanks to a partnership with BioPed and
how great,
and the Souls for Souls, and they're going to get helped out that way. So the school community gets helped out as well. So. But if the community as a whole wants to help Amherstburg Public, they can do so, dropping it off. If you don't want to go to the school itself, you can go to the Libro Center to drop off your old shoes. There's a box in the lobby.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Turning to sports, the Admirals were busy. They played 3 games in 4 days, picking up 1 win and giving up 2 losses on the road or at home.
Yeah, they're on the road. On the road last Thursday, picked up a big 12-3 win at Walpole Island. A lot of players hit the score sheet, obviously, in a game like that, and still, it's great to see the Admirals pick up the W. They came back home on the weekend, had 2 tough opponents, and dropped both games, but they were both close games. It's not like they were blown out in either game. In fact, they had 2-0 and 3-1 leads over the Essex 73s on Saturday night, but a goal in the final minute by Essex gave the 73s a 4-3 win. Essex outshot Amherstburg. I believe it was like 52-17 that night.
That's what I heard too. My son was there. He said it was crazy.
But Amherstburg hugged in there, and too bad they at least couldn't get a point. But that's not the way the game fell, and Amherstburg lost it 4-3. And a tight game on Sunday night for that 5 o'clock start. And the Lakeshore Canadians were in town, and it was Lakeshore getting a 2-0 victory over the Admirals. So bit of a tough weekend, but they did have some strong opposition. And I think some things there to build on. Hopefully the Admirals can get some wins, string some wins together. And they're not back home for about a week or so. And a little over a week, I think, before they're back at the Libro Center. They got a couple road games in between. But hopefully they can hit the road and get some W's and come back home and pick up another win. So we'll see how they do. Winter
sports underway at North Star. Girls volleyball and boys basketball. And both girls and boys hockey are well underway.
I know I was at boys hockey yesterday. Didn't make the paper, obviously. It happened after we went to press. And they won 17-3 over Bell River. Sounds like a football over Herman, I should say, pardon me. 17-3 over Herman, so that sounds like a football score. But they're back in action Thursday at the Libro Center against Tecumseh Vista Academy. Boys basketball have dropped their first 2 games of the year. The first game got reported on in the paper. The second one, again, similar deal as to hockey. It happened after the paper went to press, but LeSource picked up a big win over North Star. It was last night in Amherstburg, and girls volleyball, both teams lost their first matches on the home court. I believe the juniors won last night. The seniors didn't play, so they're back in action. They're at home on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. I believe the seniors are at 4, and the juniors follow about 5:20. So they've been busy. Girls hockey, they picked up lost their first game, won their second, so they've been busy on the ice representing North Star well. And there's lots of stuff happening. The winter sports season is underway and in full swing, and lots of action on the court and on the ice.
Turning our attention to the weekend, Santa Shout Out on Friday night from 6 to 8 down on Dalhousie Street next to the Gordon House. There is an ad on the back page of the paper with a QR code there to scan to know what's going on around town. The Park House? Oh, hold on. Before the weekend, Thursday night, Terrence, you have a cantata.
A cantata.
What time does it start?
The cantata starts at 7 o'clock, I think.
You sound very confident in your answer.
I'm not. I'm actually singing in it, so I better find out.
Well, if you can't catch it Thursday, you can catch it Sunday, right?
Yeah.
It's the same show both days?
That's right, yeah. Obviously it's a kind of free event, so we've got an excellent music director and we've been practicing hard, so I think it's going to be a good show.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the 10:30 service on the second performance at least. If you can't make Thursday night, you can make it on Sunday. Well, it should be a full night of good music over at St. Andrews.
So you can do that Thursday, and then Friday you can go to the Santa Shout Out. And then also on Friday night, it's the Park House Dickens and Delight, which we have decided is going to be the name of our show in the new year, Dickens and Delight.
Yeah. I'll be Dickens. I'm not very delightful.
Back to that. That's going to be at the Park House. It is a ticketed event. So it's parkhouse.com for more information. And then Breakfast with Santa. He's going to be a busy guy on Sunday, and he's going to be really full because he's going to be at the Legion and he's going to be at the Libro for Breakfast with Santa.
And there's a Christmas concert Saturday night at St. John the Baptist Church, a free
my
will
gosh.
donation. And you can also looking to collect cans for St. Vincent de Paul. So feel free to head out there. It's going to be a busy time in the Burg on this weekend, that's for sure.
Right. If you go to Breakfast with Santa at the Libro, you can also have breakfast with the mayor, Michael Prue. He'll be out there with Santa as well. And cap off the weekend on Sunday night, there's a community dinner at Encounter Church. Seatings are at 4 and 6:30. You do need to pre-register, and you can do that at encounteraberg.ca. So very, very full festive weekend ahead of us, Ronaldo. Anything you can think of we need to add?
Just to give a free plug to our friends here at CKBG, there's the screening at the Fort Fun Center, also on Thursday evening, so make sure you check that out. And check the CKBG socials, and also the information. We have some information on our community events column in the Rivertown Times on how you can get your tickets and head down to see a screening of Radio Renaissance.
I'll be there signing autographs if you feel so inclined. I think you're going to try and come by. I know you're going to go to the cantata, but maybe you could grace us with your presence as well.
Yeah, I'm going to get some photos of the cantata and see if I can shoot over to the screening and see how it goes and put some miles in the car. I shouldn't say that. It's Amherstburg. It's not that far apart.
That's true. Also, the Goodfellows. The papers are coming today. We, in partnership with Huron Web, we print those papers for the Goodfellows, so they're going to be outselling papers starting Friday, right, Ron?
Friday from 4 till 6 and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 12 noon. And they're always looking for volunteers. There's an ad in this week's RTT of how you can get involved. And next Wednesday at 4 p.m., that's the 17th, at the KFC Hall, they start packing the food baskets. That's at the Columbus Community Hall, 190 Richmond Street. And the next day from 9 until 12, they give out the baskets. So if you're looking for some volunteer hours, looking to give back to your community, I know the Goodfellows are always eager to see more people come in and willing to help out. And
also, just due to the road conditions this morning and some other unforeseen circumstances, the papers are going to be a little bit late. So as we sit in the radio station right now at 10:30, we haven't even seen this week's paper. So bear with us. We'll get them out, fill the boxes in the stores. Just if you happen to pop over somewhere and it's not there, just a little bit of patience for us, please, today.
It absolutely is. It's a few different unforeseen circumstances, but they'll be in soon enough. And if you're listening to the replay to this at 4:30 p.m., hopefully you've got it by then. But if not, please bear with us.
And thank you to Louise for, heading out there in the dark of the morning and taking care of all that for us. We really appreciate you, Louise. Next week will be our Christmas greetings issue, December 17th, our biggest issue of the year. We are offering free color on all ads for that issue. So please reach out to me. The clock is ticking on time to get you in. The deadline is tomorrow, Thursday, December the 11th. Feel free to email me, sales@rivertowntimes.com. Also, we're going to be taking a little bit of a holiday break this year. We're going to put out an issue on the 24th, but we will not be putting out an issue on the 30th. We maybe just need to rest for a minute.
Yeah, get a bit of downtime and
enjoy
recharge
time.
our batteries, so to speak, as we enjoy some time with our own families and our own friends and
each other.
Even with just ourselves, maybe catching up on some TV watching and if there's some enough downtime available.
That's right. So the office will be closed from the 22nd of December and we will reopen on Friday, January the 2nd. We will check the phones and obviously if it's urgent or you need to be in touch with us, please, you can reach me at email at sales@rivertowntimes.com or you can reach Ron at mail@rivertowntimes.com. But we just want to thank everybody for the support. We'll be back on the radio next week and then we'll catch you in 2026.
Yeah, well, we'll still be around. Just once the busyness of the holidays subside, there's going to be a bit of a slowdown, but we'll be back soon enough after the slowdown. So,
And you'll be back with the year in review.
yeah.
How far are we on the year in review, Rod?
We're making progress. We're into the fall, and we're going to start the winter. Wow. We're getting there.
I am shocked and impressed. All right, Amherstburg, you have a great day.
Have a great day. Have a great week, and we'll see you back here on the airways of 107.9 FM next Wednesday at 12 noon and the replay at 4:30 p.m.